Look both ways, Judy. Look both ways. Good afternoon, YouTube. It is about 2 o'clock p.m. on a Saturday. We're headed back over to the abandoned golf course. I don't know if abandoned is the right word. We're going to call it abandoned. But they still mow. So, yeah, those snakes aren't going to get us. But last week we had some trouble with Brian's big 450 millimeter quad, and we're trying to straighten some of that out. We were getting some video noise, and we seem to be getting noise on the channel that controls his cheater quad switch that lets you flip between he has a front-facing camera and he has a Bombardier camera. Bombardier? Jeez, Lou, Judy. Bombardier. It's a Bombardier camera pointing down so you can see the target. And it's controlled by a servo output, and we have the servo outputting from Betaflight, and we're guessing it's picking up funny readings, because every now and then it flips on its own, like real quick. We added filtering capacitors to each of the 4 ESCs last night. We already had a big filtering capacitor on the XT60 input on the flight controller. We monkeyed around with the dynamic filter settings a little bit, made it, it was set to Betaflight defaults, and we just made it a really wide filter. Hopefully that'll help a bit. And I've got down here in the wheel well, I have two 2-gallon jugs of milk. I drank all the milk, Judy, I'm sorry. But I rinsed them out and I filled them up with just over 6 pounds of water in each one, which is about the weight of the thing that we need to be able to lift next weekend. So hopefully we'll be able to try that out. It's in the back. I have a sample of a thing that I was cutting on the CNC. It's a piece of aluminum. I can't show it to you. I mean, when I edit the video, I'll put it up here. This guy doesn't want to go. It's a green arrow. I almost beeped at him. But I was cutting a Team Fortress 2 logo. The engineer from Team Fortress 2's logo. It's just a wrench on a circle. And it did a pretty good job. I had trouble. My tiny little end mill that I was using did not want to hog out the perimeter. It got gummed up about less than 2 millimeters into the 6 millimeter piece of aluminum. But I don't consider it a failure. It was my first, well, it is a failure, right? But I'm happy with it. I learned a lot. But it has me jonesing for cutting some carbon fiber. And I've got a 3D model now for, I guess it's really a 2D model, but lots of 2D models for all the bits to cut my own 5-inch quadcopter. I talked to you about that a few days ago, Judy. Hopefully I did a good job. I don't know if I'm quite ready to cut one, but I think I'll cut one early anyway. Well, it's only 15 or 20 bucks worth of carbon, so it's not a big deal. We'll see how it works out. Ooh, Judy. Can you see that? They're framing up a little building in the parking lot here over by Napoli's Pizza. I'm not taking you out to look at that. We're gonna flip that back around to me here. Did you find me, Judy? But hopefully we're not just dropping things today. I'd like to get some fun flying, and it's pretty hot, so I don't know how much I'm gonna want to do. I decided after reviewing the footage from last weekend that when we drop the real thing that needs to smash, that I'm not supposed to tell you what it is. I am almost definitely going to have to follow that until I hit the ground. I think I'm going to try to keep the quadcopter level. Maybe I'll impact on the concrete on the, on the bottom of my quad. We won't just smash the GoPro in at, whatever terminal velocity is for a 5-inch quadcopter. But I think it's gonna be fun. It was fun following the dodgeball down. So we'll see how that goes. This gentleman's going to make me wait to make my left turn here. I was probably prematurely changing things again, but I took the 3-inch props off of my 4-inch quad this morning. Just didn't, I didn't like that I only got 3.5 minutes of flight out of it. So I put I think I put my last set of 4x3x3 props on there. I have to order more of those. Still have 4x4.3x3s, but they're too aggressive. There's so much prop wash. It's pretty quick though on the 4.3s. We'll put our turn signal on because nobody's going to see us do that. Oh, there are 2 pieces of construction equipment over here. There is a is that a backhoe, do you call that? Some kind of a is that a front end loader? I'm not showing you, I didn't flip it around. I don't think it's too far away. I don't think you'd see it, Judy. Nobody's parked under our pavilion. I almost thought there was a gentleman there, but it's a shrubbery. Just a shrubbery. Try not to park too close to the pavilion because I want to be able to play with it when I'm flying. I'm going to park in the shadiest spot. There's one spot here where the tree seems to be poking its shade out just a little farther than everywhere else. Don't forget to back up. Oh, there we go. I'm the first one here again, and I think I was the last one to leave, but I live closer than everybody else does. Yeah, why don't we go to the back? I'll show you the aluminum thing that I carved here. We'll flip that camera around. Look at her go. What are we gonna do? Set it to FPV. There we go. We don't know what we're doing, Judy. Okay, I'm going to take my sunglasses off, Judy, so that I can see what you can see. This is the engineer's logo from Team Fortress 2. You can probably see that. It's a bit of a texture. Don't put this on your hood, Judy, because it's sharp on the edges. Right here you can see the texture, but you can't really feel it. It's quite smooth. It's smoother than the extruded aluminum texture up on the top here and up on the top of the wrench. I should have machined that down too. I don't know if I can get close enough. I don't know if it'll focus, but you can see right here where it's trying to jump out of the cutting area. It did a bad job. Trouble is, those chips of aluminum didn't get cleared out of the end mill. They get stuck in there and then it doesn't cut anymore, and it's bad news. We'll do a better job next time. We're headed out because it's fixing to rain. It's getting quite dark out here. It's been a little bit of a bummer of a day today here, Judy. Jinkies. Alright, we upgraded. You knew we upgraded Brian's 450. And you know that my freestyle quad with 5.5-inch props struggled, but was able to lift a 6-pound jug of water. We let some of the water out.
Alright, take 2, Judy. We had let out about half of the water. I'm slowly backing away because I'm still a little bit terrified. If you had any idea how close I was, you'd tell me I was dumb.
So I brought 2 6-pound jugs. We were ready to drop them today. We put it we wired it up into the payload mechanism, we think. And we put a 4S battery into Brian's quad with his new 10-inch HQ props, and he gave it full throttle, and it did not lift the water bottle. we didn't want to go straight to the best batteries, so I have some really crummy 6S batteries in my bag. And they did not lift the bottle. They almost lifted it. It got it up onto a corner, at least. It was kind of, that was almost impressive. So then we tried a real 6S battery, and yeah, we failed. We did not lift the water bottle, so we're a little bit boned right now. I don't know what we're gonna do. But you know, we did the math. I'm really not sure why it doesn't get enough lift. We did the math on 10-inch versus 5-inch props, and I know that's a little off because I lifted it with 5.5-inch props, but let's go with this math anyway. A 10-inch prop, the disc area of a 10-inch prop is 4 times bigger than the disc area of a 5-inch prop. It's just like pizza. 10-inch pizza is, or even a 12-inch pizza is 4 times bigger than a 6-inch pizza. So make sure you get the right pizza. But we put 6S on there, and they're 920 kV motors compared to my 1922 kV motor. So it's about half the kV, and the props are twice as long. I mean, that should be too much kV, if anything. And so I don't understand. I'm at a loss. I had a weird issue with my 4-inch quad today. I tried to hit a gap through a tree and I bumped, crashed, got stuck in, got some grass wound up on one of the props, a long piece of grass, and I had to go get it. And then it was flying stupid. It was twitchy. It was, you'd give it about 50% throttle and it would start having a twitch on the pitch axis. Powered it off, powered it back on, checked inside to see if something was touching a gyro or something, but nothing. Couldn't figure it out. Third battery was flying fine. Why was it flying fine on the third battery? I have no idea. But it's flying fine right now on the 4x3x3 props. So who knows? Flew my 5-inch, but my ND filter was falling off. So that's going to be terrible footage. I don't know if I'm going to have anything useful to put in this video. It's going to be terrible. You'll get to see Brian fail to lift a water bottle. Nobody wanted to go for pizza with me today, and I'm not supposed to eat pizza, so that's probably a good thing. So I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna make myself some food in the kitchen. Can you believe that? Well, I wish you could have had more fun on our adventure today, but we mostly just failed and nothing happened. So we may not even post this video. Who knows? Oh! We'll backtrack a bit. The GPS does not seem to be working on my 3-inch Kestrel. It is having some trouble. Now, I've learned that if your GPS is not hooked up correctly, your GPS lights in the on the OSD, your little satellite counted stuff, they just won't show up at all. So the GPS thinks it's hooked up. But I powered it up for 10 or 12 minutes today and I did not get a lock, so I don't know if my soft serial nonsense is broken or what, but it's not working. And I'm a little bummed out. I wanted to see how slow the 3-inch is on those gentle props. We took my buddy Rascal to the vet today because he's been drinking a lot the last few days and we've been worried about him. And you know, we were worried it might be his kidneys or something, but his kidneys are in excellent shape. He has a urinary tract infection. Don't tell him I told you this, but I'm pretty relieved that it's just a urinary tract infection because I know what kidney problems are like, and it's not fun. So, yeah, he's going to be in good shape. They shot him up with some antibiotics, and yeah, hopefully he'll be doing good in a few days. I'll flash a picture of Rascal up on the screen here for you, because he's a good egg. He's very friendly. They like him at the vet. They said he's very polite. And they're right, he's very polite. But I'm about to park here, so if you like what I'm doing, I don't know why you would, this is pretty boring, but if you like what I'm doing, you're interested in the frames I'm working on, any of the other stuff I'm working on, like the video, subscribe to my channel, share the video, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell everyone. Because that's the only way people are going to find out that I'm on YouTube. Because really nobody knows I'm on YouTube. I'm going to hang up now, Judy. Have a good day.